Hey Capricorn, it's Kayla's Tarot. Right then, you guys, these are late, I do apologise. Right then, these are the energies for the 1st to the 15th, Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising. Some of you guys may be going through these energies right now, but it's still worth doing for the guidance and advice should you need it. So let's get stuck in. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Capricorn. Right then. Okay, so, all right, too many sort of fell out there. I'm doing a 5-card spread with multiple energies surrounding this to see any external energies may be affecting you at the moment. Right. Let's cut the deck and get stuck in. So let's start off with this 5-card spread for you guys. Central issue, the Emperor in the reverse. Right, okay, it's losing control, not acting wisely, not thinking before you act. The root of that, the 5 of Wands, little effort put in. The recent past is the Lovers in the reverse, so it is a head over heart matter that you guys, I don't know, I kind of want to say, I'm wondering if you made a head over heart decision in the past and it's come back to bite you in the ass now. I.e. regretting the decision, not regretting not putting much effort in. It's an unwise decision, or it's deemed to be. The Emperor in the upright is very wise. In the reverse, he's not. What's crowning you? The Ace of Swords, it feels like you want to come clean here about a decision you made. It's worth clarifying. So what's coming towards you? 2 of Swords reversed. Finally taking the blindfold off, making a solid decision about what you're going to do in this situation. Quite possible clarifiers on so we can narrow this down for a few of you. Up to past, we've got a decision that was took in the recent past. Not such a wise decision. Now we're regretting it. So over the central issue, yeah. Stability. I think you guys either walked away from something very stable, or you had this grand idea that if you walked away from what you had, you would walk into something stable. And I'm wondering if it backfired. Whichever way you want to look at it, I'm wondering if it backfired. Yeah, the root, toxicity and not putting in any fight, not putting up a fight. This is the root. And because it's the devil, the 5 of Wands in the reverse is a negative. So there is something toxic in not putting up a fight. Like a fight should have been put up for something here, whether it be a relationship or a person. Maybe it was for a family. Right, the Lovers in the reverse. What was this head over heart decision? Gives some indication. Empress in the reverse. The Queen of Pentacles, yeah, I'm dead set. Someone walked away from a family. I do want to say, though, for someone watching this, and this may just be for one person, this is like psychic shit coming in now. Someone had an abortion and they're regretting it. Like, I mean, really regretting it. That could be an indication that you may have... Somebody watching this is not for everybody. This is like for one person. Someone had an could have Virgo in your chart or Gemini in your chart. Someone had an abortion years ago, but something's happened and they found out they can't have any more kids now, so they're regretting making that decision in the past to abort because they can't make up for it now. Something's gone wrong now. That's just for one person. That's like a side note. There'll still be advice attached wherever you go. So yeah, I've got the Queen of Pentacles. So this is family, homebody. This is like walking out on somebody, maybe because no effort was put in. Maybe somebody was more focused about home and materialistic things rather than anything affectionate. So I'm definitely looking at somebody who's walked away from a relationship here and they're regretting it now. Whether that be you or whoever you're dealing with, someone's regretting it. So, the Ace of Swords in the crowning position. Let's clarify this. The 6 of Pentacles. Wanted to tell the truth that somebody wants to put their fair share back into a relationship. It feels like somebody wants to come back. Maybe someone left, they realised it was a bad decision. And I mean, when I say left, I mean like a family environment, you know. Somebody wasn't affectionate, someone was feeling unwanted. Someone left, but now they're regretting leaving. Yeah, look. A solid decision whether or not either you are going to go back or whether you are going to accept somebody back. So, for example, Capricorn, if you are the one that left, seems like you realise you made a big fuck up. Walking away, turning down a family unit or a prospective family unit. Something where there was a lot of stability there. We have the Four of Wands, but with the Emperor reversed with that. So this is a bad decision to walk away from that stability. Seems like somebody just wasn't prepared to put in their fair share. But then, maybe you want to now. So you're thinking about doing this and telling someone the truth about why you left, and that being stupid reasons, immature reasons. And now we've made a solid decision to come back. This is what you want to do. And to be fair, this does not surprise me in the fucking slightest, you guys. Merc retrograde. That's all I'm gonna say. Seriously, the shit always goes on in Merc retrograde. But I actually feel like if it is to go back to a family unit with kids, and if you can make it right, then integrity. If you can make it right to get a family back together, then yes, it probably is the right thing to do. But I do have something to say on that note anyway. If you are a Capricorn, if you're dealing with somebody who left you, you're a family unit, there were children involved. Maybe you were planning children and obviously somebody walking away before that even happened. And this was a very stable, I mean, like I'm looking at a couple who actually lived together or were planning to live together. You know, like the plans were there, that it was in motion, these conversations were had. That's what I mean. Whoever this person, if they left you, I see Merc retrograde bringing them back around for some of you. And it's like, this is, instead of this being a decision to come back, this, for you guys, it looks like it could be a decision of whether or not you're going to accept them back. Some of you are, some of you aren't. But I do have judgment in the upright. So most of you could be tempted, at least. Especially if it's family unit. Integrity. Now again, that's what I pulled. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. Seriously, some of you guys are just... You've been manifesting this. You've been wanting this person back. Or you've been wanting to go back to whoever you left, whichever one of you it's going to be for. So, but I do have something to say when it comes to family units. Now, just bear this in mind. Sometimes parents can co-parent together better and get on better when they're not together. And that in turn, you know, happy parents, happy children. If you are miserable together and it's upsetting and unsettling the children in the family unit, what's worse? What's better, what's worse? Some people just need to understand that going back isn't always for the best. Sometimes just accepting friendship level co-parenting is better, not just for you, but for the children as well. So I just wanted to throw that out there. You know, some people may disagree, but I don't know. I always think if you're miserable together, be happy apart. You know, obviously, I'm all for second chances though, and this to me does look like it could be a second chance. Like somebody's come back and saying, I know I left, I know I fucked off, but I made a mistake. I'm really sorry. It was stupid. I was immature. I've grown up a bit since that. You know, to me, I just see somebody saying that. I'm just going to check out your energy towards this situation and their energy towards this situation, okay? I'm using the Tarot of Sexual Magic for that. And I'll also pop a romance angel on each side as well. So, let's give these a real good shuffle. Capricorn. 3 from the top for Capricorn's energy. 3 from the bottom for anyone they're dealing with energy. Alright, okay. 3 from the top. 3 from the bottom for them. Right then. Let's check out Capricorn's energy. Yeah, I've got the King of Cups. There's your King of Cups in the upright. I've got the King of Wands in the reverse. And I've also got Temperance in the reverse. So Capricorn, so some of you that are dealing with somebody that seems to be coming back around to you, it seems like you just don't feel like you're on the same page with this person. It's almost like you love them. Maybe you're not in love with them anymore. Maybe that's the problem. For others, I think the love is still there if you fight hard enough for it. I just feel like with Temperance in the verse, some of you may just not be on the same page to realise that right now. Maybe this takes time. So, you know, but I do have the King of Wands in the verse now. I hate this card. Now, to be fair, with the King of Cups in the upright, it lightens the load a little bit. Because I always read according to whether the whole reading itself looks positive or whether it looks negative. If this entire reading looked negative, I would say somebody's gone through some fucking physical abuse here. But it's an otherwise positive reading. So I'm more inclined to say that there may have been altercations. I'm wondering if this King in the reverse is an indication that you're both as bad as each other. If that's the case, if there was either very harsh verbal abuse, you know, really harsh arguments, even anything physical, I won't rule it out when the King of Wands is reversed. So, you know, there is my intuition's peaking here to say a lot who are coming to this, you may have been as bad as each other at times. And I suppose in a way, your side really is taking responsibility for that. How can we be on the same page if it was that vicious back then? You know, how can somebody have changed so quickly? Well, let's see whether they are telling the truth or not. I suppose this is crunch time. So I have got the Knave, which would be the Page of Wands in the reverse. I have also got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And I've also got the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So this person may come... Right, this has changed things slightly. This person may come back under the impression that they have changed. However, I would not say that the change is entire. I do think that the Ace of Wands in the reverse, especially with the Page of Wands reverse, could be an indication that this person actually, whoever you're dealing with, whoever... And I'm talking, yeah, there's definitely some level of abuse that's gone on in the past with this person. It's almost like they come back around. They want to make things right. But even in the cards, their energy does not seem sincere enough. They may seem sincere. They may believe themselves to be sincere. But actions speak louder than words. And unfortunately, I've got two... just on their side, I've got 2 wands in the reverse. So unfortunately, in this case, actions don't speak louder than words. And I do have the Four of Pentacles on their side. They probably would leave again. So for some of you, it's a decision to see reality for what it really is when somebody does ask to come back around. Do you see what I mean? It's like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. Let me put a romance angel on each side so we can be absolutely sure of where I'm headed with this. Capricorn's energy, Capricorn's side. It's safe for you to love. Their energy, their side. Honeymoon. It feels like this person is spaced out. Like... always on holiday mode, lazy, really lazy. That's what I'm getting with this. Somebody's really lazy. I've just got Capricorn trying to get a family together. The family broke up. There was some emotional, physical, verbal abuse. Capricorn's trying to keep their integrity intact, but this person comes back around with this big I've changed, and unfortunately I still have to pull note. I first looked at that Emperor next to the Four of Wands, and the first thing that I thought of was someone's made a bad decision, an unwise decision. Yeah, may have been the Capricorn, maybe the Capricorn taking someone back they should not be taking back, because don't forget, and I say this a lot, the Emperor in the reverse can also be a master manipulator as well, I must admit it. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a lot of positivity in this spread, but I kind of feel like it's aimed more towards the Capricorn rather than anyone they're dealing with. So I'm a little bit concerned on their side that they have the Ace of Wands in the reverse, because it's usually a false start. It's a broken promise. So I think the overall advice is, look, you cannot change what's already happened in the past. Seems like you're safe to love. You want to move on. Maybe it's safe to love yourself. Who knows? Some of you really genuinely want to move on. And you do still care about whoever this person is, despite whatever harshness went on in the relationship before. This person may revert back to their old ways. It looks very nice and rosy on the surface, I'm not going to lie. And some of you may be really inclined to take this person back. But I am going to have to issue a warning, despite the positivity in this spread. For some of you, this person is going to revert back to their old ways eventually. So you're probably going to find, if you take somebody back, nothing really is going to change. I will give you some signs. If you are dealing with a fire sign, especially Aries, Leo, Sag, a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Also have Virgo and Gemini here. Also have Aries twice, which is fire. So that King of Wands in the reverse just seems to be very specific for at least for someone. And I think I'm confident in saying Sag. Obviously that's just for one person that really sort of went through the mill. I'm wondering, right, okay, yeah, this is like coming through. You know, when I was banging on about one person specifically earlier on, years ago, a few years ago, having an abortion, and they're regretting it now because they can't have any more children. Whoever this person is, they stuck out a very, very, very violent relationship with someone. They were forced to get the abortion. It wasn't their decision. Someone was forced here. This is specific for one person. This ain't for all of you, but I have to go with what I'm being told. Someone was forced in a abusive relationship to get an abortion. I want to say that over the years, too much damage was done. This person finds out that they cannot have any more children. They really regret that now. You cannot punish yourself for the past. The past is done. All you can do is try and make the best of the now. And I'm also being told that there will be a lovely, okay, I don't know who this person is. That right, if you are looking into other ways to have a child, there is a lovely little girl who needs to be adopted local to you. I'm not going to say a name. They've just given me a name. I'm not going to say a name because I don't want... That's not fair. That's not fair. Not live anyway. This is not a... This is a general read. This is not personal, so I'm not going to take this any further. But yeah, there is another way. There is another way. You cannot have children anymore biologically, but yes, there is another way. So go with that. Go with that. Right, I'm going to have to leave it at that, you guys. For the rest of you, yeah, you've got somebody coming back who doesn't necessarily mean what they say. So just tread carefully, okay? Don't forget, Mercury retrograde brings a lot of shit back, okay? I'm going to leave that there, you guys. I wish you guys all the best. The first half of July, this could be resounding a little bit later into July as well. All right, then. All the best, you guys. If it's personal, just email me. But I am going away, by the way, this Wednesday. So personal readings will be postponed between Wednesday and Sunday. I'm only away for 4 days. Anyway, take care, everyone. Bye for now.